Hello, and thank you for attending today's Discover Manufacturing Information session. Today, we hope to provide you with a detailed understanding of Discover Manufacturing Week and hope that you will consider registering to host a tour at your facility this year. To start, here's the agenda for today's presentation. We're going to go over who we are and what our purpose is, the history of Discover Manufacturing Week, why you should register, what we need from you, what you can expect, and a few frequently asked questions at the end. So to start, who we are. Discover Manufacturing is a collaborative of manufacturers, educators, workforce development, and economic development organizations working together to meet West Michigan's manufacturing talent needs. To provide you with a little background about Discover Manufacturing Week, you should know that Discover Manufacturing Week, or DMW as it will be referred to in this presentation, is a part of National Manufacturing Day efforts led by the National Association of Manufacturers. In West Michigan, DMW is the last week of October and the first week of November, but also includes all events scheduled during those months. Discover Manufacturing has built a core team of champions for each county with at least one economic development partner, one educational partner, one manufacturer, and one Michigan Works Business Solutions representative. Each team is responsible for supporting the DMW efforts in their respective county. You also should have received an employer toolkit which provides the name and contact information for the champions in your area. Please be sure to reach out to them for questions or assistance with tours, as they are a great resource and are eager to help coordinate efforts. So the purpose of Discover Manufacturing Week, or DMW, is to help build a workforce of the future by inspiring students to pursue a career in manufacturing. We also want to address common misconceptions about manufacturing, dispel any myths that are associated with manufacturing jobs, and work together to address the skilled labor shortage by connecting with the future generation and taking charge of the public image of manufacturing. Ultimately, we want to get students into your facilities so that they can see firsthand what the world of manufacturing entails. Like I said, there are a lot of misconceptions, and this is a great opportunity to dispel those. Additionally, this event has the capability of sparking a passion for students to pursue careers within this field or even within your specific company. We would like to provide the history of Discover Manufacturing Week. This is the 9th year of the event, and as you can see, we started with 42 companies and 1,000 students back in 2015. We have since grown to 15,000 students and 98 companies as of last year. As you can see, companies see the impact of opening their doors, and we hope this year you will join as well. We'd like to see those numbers increase year after year. Why you should register. Discover Manufacturing Week benefits your organization. It allows you to promote your company within your community, allows your employees to highlight their roles in the work that they do day in and day out. As I mentioned before, it sparks the interest in students and allows them to consider pursuing careers within manufacturing, and it allows you to demonstrate what separates your company from the competition. There also is an opportunity to recruit students for internships or other open positions that you may have. In 2023, students were filling out job applications on the bus immediately following a tour. We also had 71% of our students strongly agree that there was value in this event, and 91% of the educators agreed that the tours were interesting and engaging. So again, that promotion, that ability to advertise your facility and any open positions to students, that's one of the key takeaways for you as an employer. Whether it's internships, open roles, you want to make sure that you express those to students during a tour should you consider to have one. And you want to make sure that applications or links and ways to apply for those open roles is shared with the students. So what we would need from you, discuss within your team and decide whether you would like to participate. Determine the dates, time, and number of students you can accommodate. Use the registration link that I'll go over in the next slide to sign up. Work with your team to determine who will lead the tours, what projects or assignments you can present during the tour, and determine whether or not you'll provide breakfast, snacks, or lunch for the students and faculty. The tabling a project or assignment for this tour is key. Students have expressed how great it has been to see a project in development during the tour. Being able to get their hands on a project or witness its development has really helped some tours stand out from others. And that's the experience that motivates the students to consider jobs or internships within your company. As for the breakfast, snacks, or lunch, that's a good consideration since tours may overlap with the lunch hour. So please indicate if food will be provided, and if so, if it will be offered during every tour or just specific tours that you're hosting. How to register. To register for DMW, please access our website at www.discover-manufacturing.com/discover-manufacturing-week and click register today on that page. Once registered, local educators will self-select their preferred sites to tour, and as the employer, you will be notified of the dates and times that are chosen by educators. We'd like to discuss the things that you can expect during your tour, but to do that, we first need to discuss the toolkit. In order to plan a successful tour, use the toolkit and other resources provided by Discover Manufacturing and your local champion. As I mentioned earlier, you will receive a toolkit that provides a detailed breakdown of what is needed to not only register for a tour, but how to have a successful one. The toolkit will go over steps on how to best prepare your staff to engage with the students and how to make sure your facility as a whole is ready to accommodate a tour. So we recommend that you please read through that thoroughly and ask any questions as they arise. Next, you will want to designate a host to welcome students. Choose engaging volunteers that connect well with students. You want people who project loudly for the larger groups that you'll have and who are very excited and passionate about the work. That level of connectivity will go a long way in making sure the students come away with a positive experience. Next, we recommend that you reserve a 2-hour time slot approximately for tours and select 2 to 3 employees to talk to students about the skilled work that they perform. If you're able to find some entry-level employees that are able to do that, that's great. We also recommend you maybe pull in some leaders, whether it be supervisors or directors or some chief level positions, just so that way students can see the wide range of positions and opportunities available within your company. You also want to highlight the company culture, discuss the career paths, discuss apprenticeships or any internships, tuition reimbursement, and how to apply for open positions. Giving that comprehensive overview of your company's career pathways and the organizational chart will really allow students to think, what future awaits for me if I were to pursue an opportunity with this company? So you really want to make sure you take some time to highlight that. Next, we recommend that you facilitate a discussion with a designated Q&A session at the end. Once the tour is completed, students will have a lot of questions about what they saw and what next steps for them could look like, again, if they were to take a job within your company. So you want to make sure you dedicate time for that. Next, we recommend that you complete the final survey and attend a debrief meeting to provide feedback. Those are instrumental for us to make sure that we improve this event year after year. As you saw, our numbers have increased from 2015 through 2023, and that's been huge thanks to these debrief meetings and those surveys. That really allows us to correct things that didn't go as well and make sure we're just improving the experience for not only the students, but for you as the employer as well. You frequently ask questions that have come up over the years. First question, how many students are typically in a tour? You get to determine this. When you complete that registration form for the tour, you're able to indicate how many students that you're able to accommodate during a tour. But keep in mind, most educators would like to fill a bus or at least take a full class of students. And those numbers could average between 30 and 50 students. In that situation, it's best to plan to divide the students into small groups, 10 or less, and start your tours in multiple stages with different guides so everyone can hear, ask questions, and engage with their hosts. Situations like this are covered in the toolkit, so again, it's best to make sure you're familiar with that because we put step-by-step instructions on how to best stage your tours when you have a larger class size. What is the cost associated with providing a tour? This event is free for all manufacturers to participate and self-supported by their staff, time, wages, and items that they choose to provide for students and educators. The event organization and infrastructure is funded by West Michigan Works and the generosity of the Manufacturers Council at the right place. Manufacturers are traditionally very generous in providing meals, snacks, giveaways, and sometimes helping to offset the busing costs, but this is completely voluntary. Can I see a list of schools and other businesses that participated in my area? We are happy to share that information. Just reach out using the contact form on the Discover Manufacturing website. Alternatively, send us an email or call, contact the project lead, or contact the educator champion who can then connect with the project lead. We are more than happy to give you that information. How old are the students? DMW is open for 5th to 12th grade students. However, the majority of the students that register do tend to be in high school. Great tour. We are so glad you asked that. We have multiple tools and resources to help you every step of the way. The place to start is our Discover Manufacturing website and the Employer Toolkit, which I have mentioned a few times throughout this presentation. We also have a best practices webinar hosted by industry professionals that are experienced hosts with Discover Manufacturing and local educator champions and experts that can help illuminate the important considerations to engage and captivate students. These questions and others are also listed on our Discover Manufacturing Week website, so we strongly encourage you to review that site and take a look at some of the other questions that have been asked. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your project lead or educator champion. My name is Corey Kelly. My contact information is on the screen, and I'm happy to help coordinate any efforts or answer any additional questions you may have while you consider registering for the tour. Or if you've already committed to registering, if you have any questions on how to contact your educators or how to prepare for the tour, I'm happy to assist in any way that I can. Thank you for attending this session, and I hope you have a great day.